So, I'm going to strike a deal with you. If this video gets 10 likes, I will do a video about my experience in secondary school. A full video just on the secondary school experience. Well, here we go again. British schools, the epitome of pain and torture that kids between the ages of 5 and 16 are subject to. And for someone like me, who has fought and conquered all 11 years of school and is now heading into college/sixth form, I do not have to go to school anymore. So today, I will be talking about the experience of being in a UK school. But before anything, if you can, please do subscribe to the channel and like this video, as it does help support me as a small creator. I'm starting to yap here, so let's get started with the video. We have a lot to talk about. First things first, for those of you who have no clue about the British education system, let me enlighten you. Years 1 to 6 are primary school, or as you Americans like to call elementary school. Years 7 to 11 is secondary school, or middle and high school in America. Our junior and senior years is college, or sixth form, and US colleges are what we call universities. In other words, UK school buildings and facilities are mostly outdated, with the education system being about as old as Albert Einstein's dad. Now, for some people like me, the schools were fairly modern. However, they're mostly situated within council estates where walking home feels like walking in an active war zone. But most schools around the countries are getting Thanos snapped and turned into dust by half-broken compasses and utensils, from which, I'll be honest, I didn't understand why, because people will literally saw through or even throw chairs and then complain about having a broken chairs. I mean, I wonder who actually broke the chair. And it's always the same people that complain about every single minute little detail. Like, if I honestly was the teacher, I probably would have just gone off the walls crazy. Speaking of teachers, every kid in UK schools will know about the differences of teachers. One lesson, you would have the worst teacher, and I mean the absolute worst, bottom of the barrel, Miss Trunchbull art teacher. You know, the one that would get you in trouble even if you produce 1 decibel of noise. And then the next lesson, you would have the most chill, relaxed teacher that just gets along with anyone. But everyone would have had that one pastoral teacher, the one that literally acts as King John. Untucked shirt, unlucky bro. Wearing trainers, may God have mercy. Talking in the corridor, your days are numbered. And it's like just appear out of nowhere, and you just hear, "Give me your record," and you're done. And I mean, there are some absolutely obvious rules, like don't be rude to the teachers, but there are also some absolutely stupid rules, like you must wear black leather shoes. But you know what really grinds my gears? Whilst that teachers have like a sixth sense for people chewing gum, bullying mostly goes under the radar. Take it from someone who actually got bullied badly. Yeah, it's just not good. It just shows how outdated the school system really is. Speaking of which, the GCSE system, basically GCSEs are like SATs, they're basically the equivalent. I have also made a full video on GCSE, so go check that out. But the GCSE system, it is super outdated. For starters, a certain percentage of students will always fail their GCSEs. I mean, I just don't think that's right. And it's like, what, 20 exams between like a 4 and 5 week period with, thankfully, a week break. I mean, that's just super tiring. McDonald's be licking the lips. Maybe, who knows, maybe there is such thing as a matrix. Also in UK schools, you can get a wide range of different types of people. So first of all the wannabe roadmen. Just because you're wearing a Nike Tech Fleece tracksuit doesn't mean you're hard. And then you've got those like annoying ass loud chavs that literally have to complain about everything. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Give it a rest. And then you've got all the nerds and prefects. Now, I was a prefect, and I wear glasses, so I may look like one of them, but I promise you, I'm not. We also had assemblies every week. Now, this can vary between multiple different topics such as behaviour, educational stuff, notices, awards, guest speakers. You get the hint. Now, sometimes there could be absolute peak, whereas other times they are boring as hell. There's literally no in between. And sometimes these awards can be weird as hell. Yeah, some of the awards are, you know, your standard gift vouchers, chocolate, you know, your normal school stuff. But for one of the award assemblies, which I remember, literally my school gave out a dinosaur lunchbox and a massive, yes, massive plush pig toy, which I ended up winning. Speaking of assemblies, when you've finished all your exams, you get to have a Leavers assembly, which is absolute peak. Honestly, the Leavers assembly is absolutely amazing. Except from the fact that the teachers are crying at me. But getting people to sign your shirts after the assembly, honestly, it is an experience, to say the least. I can confidently say if one of my classmates ever got famous, I've got the signature. Investment, guys, investment. And then afterwards, you get to go home and you are free. Unless you had the exam literally a couple of days later, like I did. Overall, the UK secondary school experience was quite peculiar, to say the least. If you're intrigued or still confused about what secondary school life is like, I mean, honestly, just go watch a YouTube documentary. There's like tons of them, and honestly, some of them are actually really good. But in a nutshell, UK schools are nothing like what they are depicted in movies or shows. They're made out to be something like Hogwarts, when in reality, it is the vice opposite. And it's also the complete opposite to American schools, if that makes it a bit more simpler. And for me and many other year 11s this year, an 11-year sentence to torture and suffering has been lifted. And we are now free until sixth form or college.